Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are doing well. Students, we are in unit 3, that is customizing a Word document, and in today's lesson we will learn about paragraph formatting. Paragraph formatting. The paragraph formatting will change the appearance of the paragraph according to the desire of the user. It includes the following options: create a bulleted or number list, indent text and paragraph of a document, using tab to line up information in a document, add border to text, add shade to the text. So these are 5 different options or formatting options that we can apply on paragraph. In today's lesson we will only cover these the first 3 things in this lesson: create a bulleted or numbered list, indent text in paragraph of a document, and using tab to line up information in a document. That will be covered in today's lesson, and in the next lesson we will do the add border to text and add shade to the text. First of all, create bulleted or numbered list. Select the text you want to make bulleted or numbered. Under the Home tab, click on the bullets or numbering buttons as shown in the figure, red encircled. Just like here in this image, we can see that the numbering or bullets option is red encircled. Select any style from the drop down menu and the text will become bulleted or numbered. So it's very easy. You will see it practically in the last slide in the video. Okay, now indent text in paragraph of a document. What is meant by indentation? Indentation is specifying the space or the distance between the paragraph inside a Word document and the left and right margins of the page. So that is called indentation. First of all, increase or decrease the left indent of an entire paragraph. Select the paragraph user want to change, means the paragraph to which we apply some indentation. We have to select that paragraph first of all. On the formatting toolbar, click increase indent and the icon is shown for increase indent or decrease indent as per our requirements. Further, change the right indent of an entire paragraph. Select the paragraph user want to change. If user don't see the horizontal ruler, click ruler on the view menu. I will show it practically that how you can make the ruler visible in MS Word, that is from the view menu. On the horizontal ruler, drag the right indent marker to the position where user want the text to end, as shown here in this image. You can see that it is inside the rectangular box. The ruler is shown. This is the horizontal ruler, and there is a vertical ruler also there inside the MS Word document, which is used for increasing the page margins, upper margin and lower margin, as far as the horizontal ruler is concerned. So that is used to increase or decrease the indent of the text, as well as to increase or decrease the page margins. Okay, using tab to line up information in a document. Tab means tab button of the keyboard. Normally in every computer keyboard there is a tab button which is situated right above the caps lock key. The following steps are required for setting off the tab spaces. First of all, click on the format menu then click the tab option. In the tab dialog box, increase or decrease its stops positions. So you will see all these things practically in the upcoming video. Okay, in the next slide I will display a video in which I will show you that how you can perform all these things practically in the MS Word. So let's watch the video. Okay, and now we are going to demonstrate these things practically. I'm going to open this Word document, and the first thing that we have studied in this lesson, that is making bulleted or numbered list. So sometimes the basic purpose of creating numbers or bulleted list is to divide the text in different statements. Like for example, we have this paragraph. If I want to make it bulleted, so I have to divide it into statements or sentences, just like this. Each statement will appear in each line. Okay, there is no portion, it's a complete sentence. So select the text as I told you. For example, I just want to make this text bulleted or numbered. So once you select the text, then go to this option. When I place the cursor on it, it shows bullets and says create a bulleted list. So when I click on it, a drop down menu appears. Currently it's none. There is no bullet applied to this selected text. So when I place the cursor on any of the available styles, bullet styles, so they appear in the preview. So let's say I'm selecting this one, so you can see that the selected text has become bulleted. Further, you can go to this, where you can change list levels or define new bullet. So different options are there, symbols are there. You can select any symbol from here, and that will be used as a bullet. Close it. So I think it's very simple. If you want to remove the bullets, just click on this button and you will see that the bullets are removed. Okay, again, if you want to make it bulleted, select the text and go to the bullets button and apply any bullet. Second, we have the numbers. If you want to make it numbered list like 1, 2, 3, 4, so go to the numbers button, click on it. Currently it's none. Select any of the available styles of numbering or making it A, B, C, D. So it depends on you. Whatever the style you like, just select and you will see that the numbers are assigned to it. Once you assign the numbers, then you don't need to assign those numbers again and again to each and every sentence. Like for example, if I am going to add the fifth statement, I will just press the enter button and it will move to the next line, assigning the number automatically. See, number 5, fifth number. So here I will write some text, then enter. So the numbers are assigned automatically, and same is the case for bullets. You don't need to assign bullets or numbers individually for each and every statement in the text. Okay, Control Z. The second thing that we studied in this lesson, that is to increase or decrease indent of a text. Okay, here we can see the indentation buttons. This one is decrease indent and this one is to increase the indent. Like introduction, this heading is at the leftmost corner of this page. When I click on this indentation, it cannot be decreased anymore because the ruler is set at this point. but I can increase the indent like this. So, and then decrease the indent, and it will reach to the point where the ruler is set. Further, we can also increase or decrease the indent of the whole paragraph. Just select the paragraph and increase or decrease the indent. So this is how you can do it. So indentation is basically used for increasing or decreasing the indent of a single paragraph. Like here, this paragraph is started from this position, so we have a space to the starting point, so I can decrease the indent of this paragraph, and you would see that it is decreased. It cannot be decreased anymore. So select the text, increase or decrease the indentation. Okay, second way of increasing decreasing the indentation is by using the ruler. These are the rulers. It's a horizontal ruler. Left margin, it can be decreased or it can be increased. It depends on you that how you want to set it. Like for example, we are decreasing it, so the whole text in the document and the whole paragraph is indented to the left side. Further, you can increase it, hold it and drag it to the position where you want to set it. On the other side, you can increase or decrease the indent. So rulers are also used for indentation purpose. Sometimes whenever we open the Word document, the rulers are not shown and they does not appear on the screen. So make them appear on the screen. For this purpose, you will go to the View tab and click on the ruler, just like I have enabled it, checked it. So when I uncheck this box, you will see that the rulers are disappeared, and when I check this box, the rulers will appear once again. In the same way, if you want to change the vertical margins, so place the cursor at the beginning of the page, and here you can see that the rulers are there, so you can change it to. This is how you can change the starting position of the page from where the text can be typed. So for this purpose, we are using rulers for changing the margins of the page or for indentation. And the third thing that we have studied, that is using tab to line up information. One thing is to do place the cursor at any point, just like I have placed it just before this in Word or in the beginning of this first paragraph, and press the tab button from the keyboard. So you will see that it will make a space which is normally equal to 8 individual spaces. One tab is normally equal to 8 individual spaces, but you can change that value of the tab. How you can change it? Click on this small icon or button where it shows paragraph setting. When I click on it, so here at the bottom of this window, the paragraph window, we have the button tab. So when I click on this button, it shows tab stop position 0.8. So you can change that stop positions, like for example, if I make it 1 and set, and then click OK. So when again I play, it is set to 1. You can change the values of these tabs from here. See? Go to the tab and change the position. The default positions can also be changed, like make it 2 and okay. So see, now the tab position is 2, the tab stop position is 2. So you can change it this how, make it some other value, like make it 3. Click OK. So when I press the tab, you would see that it will make a space equal to 3 inches, and click on it, again decrease tab stop position to it was in the beginning it was 0.5 inches. Click OK. So now press the tab and you will see that it makes a space of 0.5 inch. So this is how you can use the tab to line up information in different ways. So these were the 3 things. The first thing that we saw is to make a numbered or bulleted list. The second thing that we saw is to indent the text or paragraph in a document by using the indentation buttons or by using the rulers. And the third thing is to by using tab to line up information. Now we have set the tab position to 0.5. You just need to press the tab button from the keyboard and the space will be created. So I hope you have understood the lecture, and do practice on it at your homes. And in your previous assignment I have got very poor response from all of you. Only few of the students submitted the assignment to me in MS Word. Some of the students drawn the diagram of total internal reflection by using their notebooks and through pencil. So it's not acceptable. I told you that you have to draw that diagram in MS Word by using different tools. So students, that's it for today. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe my channel Computer Tuition Academy. Thanks a lot. Take care. Allah Hafiz.